Well, hello again. This is another video. This particular video is on setting up, programming train tech signals with points. This particular video is dedicated to Greg in Australia, who I've actually been working with the last 2 or 3 weeks on showing him how to actually set up signals for his layout. I'll actually show you those in a minute, what I've actually done. So first of all, this is what he's had a problem with, is this, which is a 3-aspect signal. When you actually get one, what it actually says, there is a port, say 60, and a 61. Forget about the 61, all you've got to remember is the 60. And you program these exactly you would do with a normal home signal. But what you've got to do is here, is that if I've got that there, which I've actually got as 49, so 49 and 50 is that one, the next signal along will be 51 and 52, and so wise as they go round. So what we do, I'll show you 2 different parts of the system. One is this one here, which is a set of points into a siding with a double-headed signal, which is this one here, and also I'll show you how to do it coming the other way with a particular signal here, which is this one here, and that set of points. So what you've actually got, if I actually go to this one here, it's showing red. All I do with that is press that, and that goes green. Press it back again, it goes that way. If I come down here, that is on red for the siding, that is on main line. If I do that, what happens is that's green for that one, and that's that. So that is what they've actually done. They've actually changed over. So actually click it back again. Yeah, it goes back again. Next one to it there is a little bit more complex, which I've actually added other signals in, because what I've actually got here is that will go green and red, like that. And also if I go back again, it goes back again. But also remember, what you've got there is those points are against this line. So what I've actually added into the system is that when I do that, that will also go red. And when I put the signals back, it goes back again. That's how it actually works. So that's the way it works. So right, first of all, what I'll actually do is I'll show you how to set up that. Exactly the same you would for just think of it as a normal home signal with 2 colours. Forget the amber in it. So what we do now is we go to this, which is the track plan. And now find the track plan, which is mine, is this one here, and that is it there. So this is the particular signal here, this one here. If I tap it on there, see where it says 49 and 50. What you've got there is the code point is 49, it's a train tech signal. What I do with mine is all my points are from 1 to 12. So the startup is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And my signals, that is 20, so they go from 20 on. But what I actually do is I make that number there exactly the same as the actual what it's actually working to, so it's 49, 49. This here is for whether when you start up, whether you want it as a green or want it as a red. I'll show you what these little bits do in a minute. And this is a 3-aspect ohm. Now, what you've got with this particular one here, I'll show you in a minute, is totally different, but with this particular one you do that. So right, so what you've got to do now is, to start that off, I use this, which is a paper clip. And all you do is touch the 2 contacts at the bottom. Hang on, and there it goes flashing. Now all you actually got to do for this is if I press the green one, it'll actually go to green. You can actually do it with this. If you go to accessories, go to the number you want, that presses for green, that presses for red. So you press that. So actually all I do is do that, and there you are, it is now set up. So if you actually come out of there now, and I'll actually come out of the system for a minute, what I've actually got now is on green, does work. Yeah, it takes a little, sometimes you have to do it a couple of times to do it. So what I've actually got here now is if I put that back to green, there. What I've got here is a sequence. I've got a signal there, and that one there. So what I have to do is here, if I want, those are all green, so that's the line, and they're green. If I do that, that goes to green, that goes to red. That goes to red, that goes to amber. If I got another one on from there, which I'll show you in a second, you actually press the red, and that will make the next one go amber. And all you do is press it back again, and everything else goes back to green. That's how it works. Right, so what we've got now is this particular one here. I'll work around on this one first. So we go to the track plan again. When it comes up, there we go. Go to my plan, which is this one here. Move this up a bit. Right. So what we've got here is we've got a set of points there, and that one there, and that one there. So if you actually right click onto the set of points, there's the code. It's a train tech decoder. The startup position is 1, and to the right, that's main line. Forget those. What it actually says is, if I press the red button, which is that one there, signal 20, which is that, will go to green. Also, when I press the red button, signal 21 will go to red. Forget these two because this is some other part of the system. Now also, if I press the green button, signal 20 will go to red and signal 21 will go to green. That is your points. So you come out of that now. Now what you've got to do with these signals to make them work like I've got, so that these little colour lights work, is first of all you've got your signal. There's what it is. It's on stop for the first one. Now what you've got here is you've got a list of different types of signals. You've got to put in none, else it does not work properly. You've got to put the none in. Once you've done that on that one, you've got the same again on this one here. Just make sure it's none again, and that is how that set work. So if I come down here to this one here now at the bottom, I go to press, you can either press either the red or the green, doesn't matter which. Press that. What it actually says there, if I just move it over there a bit, it says if I press the green, signal 28 will go to green. This is another part of the system, and if I press the red one, signal 28 goes to red, and that's how they work. So you've got it coming this way, and also you've got it coming that way. So that is how they actually work. So I just come out of that one now, go back to my normal system, which is this one here. If I can come out, come on, out you come. That's it, out of there, that's it. We're back to normal. So there again, here's the signal here. Do that. That one goes green, that one goes red. So that's how it works. So that is the main part. Now one thing I've actually done, I've actually made 2 documents. The one I've just showed you, how I do that one, is there. You see the blank bits, that was because there's other signals there, but that's what it actually is it means that if red is pressed, signal 20 will go green, press the red, signal 20 will go red, if I press the green, signal 20 go red, and that will go that, and that is how you set that up. These numbers are what you've actually called your own signals and points. These what mine are, so that's the only difference. But I say there's quite a few, there's 1 or 2 other, so there's the one for the signal 21. I've also done a bit of a write-up to it as well, and that one there, and then this one is on sequencing, which will be the next stage. I'll show you that in a second. So first of all, Greg, what I've actually done on my system, if I actually go to, I'll go to here. So I've got 2 screens I can work off here, it doesn't matter. And I'm actually here, I actually go to got a bit better light down here. If I go down to here and go to up there and go to Greg's plan there and click it, what I get now is this. Bring it down here. This is part of Greg's track coming out of where his stations and his sidings are onto main lines. So what we've actually got here is that particular set of points there work these two here. So if I actually, as he said, it's green there and there, so if I actually press the red one, they would change over, and likewise do it the other way around. And the same for this set of points, that's that signal and that signal. You've got to put there, because always remember your signals are there to protect your points. You don't want trains going over points when they're crossed the wrong way, and signals stop you doing that. And here we go again, here's the main line. All I have to do there is press that one there, that will go red. I'll bring it out again, that will go green. And that is that bit. So what I actually do, if you actually go into the track plan of this one, which is Greg's track plan, which is that one there. So what you've got here is two signals, which is 101, 102, and a number 42 set of points. So right click that. So what you've got here now, it says, if I press the green, that one there, signal 101 goes to green, and signal 102 goes to red. Then if I press the red signal, 101 goes to red, and that goes to green. So that is how they actually work on that one. And same again here, I've only got one signal here. So what you do is, if you go to that one there, what it says there is, if I press the green one, 105 signal will go green, press the red one, 105 signal will go red. So that is how you do that one. There you are, Greg, that's how you set up. You've got to use home signals, you can't use 3 aspects. 3 aspects are for sequencing, not for doing this. You need to do them this way around. If you want to operate the lights on the screen, same as I do with mine, that is the way it works. If you start putting names of signals, 3 aspects, 4 aspects, they don't work on this particular type of setting. So we come out of that one there, that's how that one works. Now what I've also done is this next part, which is a sequencing. So what I shall do now is, I've actually come out of this one here and actually come round to another program which I've actually set up here. These are all just for display, they're not plans of real interest. This is basically mine here, but what I've actually done here is I've actually shown you a sequence of, that is actually 3 aspects. You have to do this, that's a signal. Right, so put that one back to green. There, that's green, back up to green. This will happen when you start jumping around doing plans and that, you have to just reset them. Right, so what we've got here is we've got a set of points, we've got a home signal, 2 aspect home signal, we've got a 3 aspect, red, amber and green, and the same up there as well. And what happens is, this one now is, if I press that one there, that goes to red, that goes to amber, and that will of course stay at green. Now this is where my station is, so if I'd actually pulled the train up here, what I can actually do is I can actually press that one and that will go to amber, saying that when the train's coming this way, the next signal will be at red. And all you got to do then is press that and they all go back to green. That is how they work. So right, what we'll do now, we'll go into the plan. So wait for the plan to come up. By the way, if you want to a copy of these documents, these 2 documents, just email me and I will send you. I've actually got to do them they have to come in 2 emails because the pictures and that make it a bit awkward. So if you do want them, just email me and I'll send them. And what you can do then, you can actually watch the video and use these plans to, and also how you have to do it, to set them up, so it's a lot easier for you, not than you go through a video 2 or 3 times and you still don't understand what's going on. Right, so what we've got here now is, that is 49. Now remember, it is 49 and 50. So that one there is 51 and 52. The next one will be 53 and 54. So what we've got here now, that's signal 25. And this is points 3. Right click onto either the red or the green button again. There's a 3. What you've actually got now is, if I press the red button, which is the siding, signal 25 will go to red. And pressing the green, signal 25 will go to green. That's the first stage. Then what you've got to do then is go to this one here. And what it actually says is, when you've pressed that green button, forget that bit there. Now you can actually, in this particular case, you can put in there, which is a 3-aspect ohm, which I've got. So what it says is, if I press the red button, signal, if the 25 is red, signal 51, that'll go to amber, and that will then go to green. And it'll be the same as if you've got in there as well. I've actually got no settings in there, so it doesn't make much odds. But yeah, so what that is there is, what you, as we go over it again, remember this is 49 and 50, that's 51, 52. So what that says, if that is red, if this signal is red, 51 will go amber, and if the signal is green, that will go green. And that is how you do the sequencing. It is just logic. All you've got to remember is that when I press that, this has got to do something. It took me, I mean, literally hours and sometimes days. Some of my other systems I've got in mind are a bit more complex. If I now go back to my original one and go back to my own plan. By the way, for those of you who are having problems with E-Link, if you've changed to this is Windows 10. My machine downstairs is Windows 10. This is Windows 10. They are Windows 10, and that's where it is. But one thing I actually do with this is my Hornby, instead of double clicking, which I would do on there, I've actually put it into my main tile here and just press it once and it works. So that it does work. This is an E-Link. E-Link's having problems. This is an Elite. I put this in and I had no trouble with it from day one. This particular laptop was on a Windows 7 machine and it took 3.5 hours to download it. On my big machine downstairs I did a forced download which took 5.5 hours, which is a long stint. But they both work. I only had a problem with one particular piece of software and the other one, but Windows 10 is updating all the time, and that particular software problem I had downstairs, it now works. I haven't touched it, it works all on its own, no problem. So it does work, but if you go onto my Facebook, which is Railmaster Help, there's a document there which tells you how to set up your E-Link into the new system. One of my subscribers a couple of weeks ago, he couldn't get his to work. He rang me. I spent 2 hours with him, because what actually, as I've told you before, I've got this, which is TeamViewer, which is this. Now what it actually is if you put TeamViewer on, you click that like that, and what you do is you come up with 2 numbers there, your ID and password. So all you do is tell me what those 2 are. I will then put them in here and link directly to your computer, and I can work your computer from here. One thing I will tell you though is that when I turn this off, or you turn yours off, that will stay, that'll still be the same. I can actually go in here, I've only got the 1 number in there as it happens, but I can go, that'll come up as the same, but this will not. This changes every time you turn it off, so nobody can access your computer once they've been in once and gone away. So that is the way I actually talk to people. Now, I had a problem with him. We spent 2 hours to get it done. he's actually had an email. He had actually an email from Hornby. In actual fact, I think there's been thousands of people had the same problem with this E-Link. I've been lucky. I've got the Elite, and I've had no problem whatsoever. If you're a bit unsure at the moment, you've got 12 months to upgrade, so don't do it straight away. If you're running on Windows 7, fine, leave it on Windows 7. If you're quite happy with that, leave it like that. As happened, I did mine to Windows 10 and it's worked. If not, I would have to revert it back to a Windows 7 machine. So that is how you do all these. Now, if you do have any problems of any description or want to go into this a little bit more depth, please email me or give me a call. My email number is on my channel. Also, my phone number is 01782 302194. You can contact me anytime, day and night. I am always here. I've got all the time in the world to talk to you. I'll be quite happy to relieve some of your problems. I know that some people actually, one particular bloke, he'd been having a problem. He spent from Thursday till Sunday trying to work it out. He got on to me over the phone. I didn't do it by TeamViewer, I did it all manually. The problem with manually is I can't see what's happening at the end, but anyway, within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it was sorted. And he sent me he actually, it's on the Facebook, but he actually sent me a little comment saying that I've scratched my head from Thursday to Sunday, can't figure out what I was doing, you've done it in a few minutes. Thank you very much. But that is what I'm here for. This is the thing, is doing this, if you do this visually, it's a lot easier. So remember, if you want these, just email me and I will send them to you. And then all you've got to do is follow what I've been doing here on the screen. And that is it. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.